Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're heading somewhere maybe a little unexpected. We're looking at a place that, might seem like just another part of a huge city, Osaka's Joto Ward, but scratch the surface, and it's absolutely packed with amazing stories, hidden history, really fascinating stuff.
Yeah, the sources you pulled together are incredible. We've got local legends, some really detailed historical accounts, even info on like spiritual guardians of the area.
Right, and our mission today is to kind of weave these together, unearth some proper hidden gems for you.
Exactly. It's not just about geography. These sources show Joto Ward as this living record of people being incredibly resourceful, resilient, maybe even a bit mystical.
Totally. So for you listening, get ready for tales of clever merchants, industrial pioneers, even a miracle pumpkin story.
And each one leads to something you can actually go and find or experience. It's Osaka beyond the usual tourist trail,
Okay, let's dive in. Jodo Ward, here we come.
shaping the land.
So to get the big picture, you have to understand Jodo Ward's origin is all about transformation, like radical transformation. Originally, this whole area was really low-lying. Think intricate seas, inlets, places called Naniwagata.
Wow, so barely land at all.
Pretty much. It was formed gradually by sediment, stuff washed down from the Yodo and the old Yamato rivers over centuries.
Okay, so if it's built from river sediment, that sounds like flood territory. The sources mention lots of floods, right?
Oh, constantly. Yeah, that was the huge challenge. These deluges were relentless.
Must have been incredibly tough for people trying to live there.
Absolutely. But, those challenges also drove amazing innovation. Like in 1704, they actually rerouted the entire old Yamato River.
They rerouted a river in 1704.
Yep. Huge undertaking. It cut down the flooding massively and crucially opened up new land. Areas like Shinkita, Sasendo, Funaya Shinden, they basically appeared because of this. So this whole back and forth with water, it really defines early Jodo history. And places like Imabuku, because they had good water access, became natural transport hubs way back in the Edo period.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it? This land shaped by water and human effort.
Mm.
Okay, let's get into some specific stories where you really see this ingenuity, the ingenuity of water management. Anji River excavation.
Mm.
Right. First stop, Edo period, around 1782. Osaka, the water capital, had a problem. Its main port was silting up.
Yeah, and that's a serious issue. If trade gets choked off, Osaka's whole economy is threatened.
So how do you fix that in the 1700s? No dredgers like we have today.
Exactly. The answer came from a merchant, a wealthy guy named Doya Tatsugoro. He actually funded digging a whole new artificial river, the Anji River, and the method was pretty clever. The snake basket method, they called it.
Snake baskets, what's that?
Basically, they filled big bamboo baskets with stones, sank them, and used them to build up dikes, kind of redirecting the water flow to clear the silt. Ingenious, really.
That is smart.
Yeah.
But there's more to it, isn't there? A human story.
Oh, yeah, get this. Winter 1792, disaster strikes. A wild current threatens to just wipe out the base they'd built. And this female merchant, Yoshino Saki, she steps up. She actually has the beams from her own rice warehouse dismantled and rushed over to plug the gap.
Wow. Her own warehouse. That's incredible sacrifice.
It really is. And they say you can still find the character Yoshi from her beams embedded deep in the third blue stone of the Anji River Watergate relic, a permanent mark.
Amazing. So can people connect with this history today?
Definitely. There's a stone monument to Tatsugoro's contribution, his koseki, at Anji River Mouth Park. You could even visit the Tatsugoro Chaya and try a replica of a spiced ginger wine from 1784.
Imagine sipping that after a hard day building a river.
Right. Or try weaving a bamboo basket yourself at an interactive display. Feel the challenge. And you can make a rubbing of the historical marks on the dedication pillar stone at the Watergate. Really tangible history. A winding path through history. Sekime Shrine and the Seven Bends.
Okay, so from water engineering, let's shift focus to land and military strategy in the Sengoku period.
Yeah, this is around 1580. Toyotomi Hideyoshi is building the massive Osaka castle.
The famous one.
The very same. And obviously he needs to protect it from attack.
Makes sense. So what did he do in Jodo Ward?
This is where the Seven Bends, the Nanamagari, come in. To slow down any enemy forces coming towards the castle, he ordered the roads around Sekime to be built with 7 distinct sharp curves.
Like a defensive maze. Clever.
Exactly. Slow them down, make them vulnerable. And right at this key defensive point, they built a small shrine, a guardian against misfortune. Initially dedicated to Kishimojin and Gozu-Tenno, but later it became Susanoo-no-Mikoto Shrine. People now mostly know it as Sekime Shrine.
So this quiet little local shrine actually started as part of a castle defense system.
Pretty much. And it's seen its share of troubles too, floods, high winds. But the community always rebuilt it. It shows real resilience.
And wasn't there an imperial connection too?
Yes, Emperor Meiji himself rested there during a visit. So it has layers, military history, community spirit, imperial significance.
So if you're exploring,
It's a real hidden gem, tucked away in a residential area, perfect for a quiet walk. You can still see the pond, the Renchi, where they supposedly dug the earth for the original shrine mound.
nice. A place to just soak up the history.
Definitely. You really feel those centuries settling around you there. The fiery heart of industry. Sumitomo copper smelter.
Okay, fast forward now. Meiji period. Japan's Industrial Revolution kicks into high gear,
Yeah.
and Joto Ward is right in the middle of it.
Yeah, this is when the Sumitomo Beshi copper mine refinery was built there. It was huge. They called the area the City of Fire?
City of Fire.
Yeah.
Because of the furnaces?
Exactly. Tall chimneys, glowing red at night, dominating the skyline. It was a real symbol of this new industrial power.
And there was a key figure here, right? Iba Sadagoro.
Yes, a technical genius. He introduced electrolysis for refining copper. It was a game changer, made Japanese copper world-class quality.
But there's always a but with industrial revolutions, isn't there? The human cost.
Absolutely. The sources are pretty stark. They describe women moving ore with just wet cloths over their mouths against the dust. Kids working in heat hitting 50 degrees Celsius.
50 degrees, that's unimaginable. Child labor, too.
It really makes you think about progress and who pays the price. There's this story about a young worker, just 13, named Akiku. She noticed something amazing, that molten copper gave off the specific pale blue-white light right at 1200 degrees.
And she used that.
Yeah. She figured out she could use it as a warning signal. She'd strike a 3-toned copper gong when she saw that light, warning everyone of peak danger. And get this, when the furnace walls cracked, which happened, workers would throw rice balls into the spraying molten copper.
Rice balls.
Yeah.
Why?
To try and absorb the intense heat, cool it down just enough to maybe save someone. The charred rice got embedded in the bricks. They called them life-saving marks.
Wow. Desperate measures. That's incredibly powerful imagery.
It really is, and you can connect with this history directly. The Joto Industrial Memorial Museum actually has that original 3-toned gong.
No way.
Yeah. You can even use VR goggles to sort of virtually strike it yourself. Or try a caramel seaweed rice ball. It's meant to taste like those charred life-saving ones.
A taste of history.
Literally.
And there's a burning corridor you walk through barefoot. The floor tiles react to your heat and reveal silhouettes of workers' sweat marks. Very evocative. A glimmer of hope in darkness. The miracle pumpkin of Suramachi Market.
Okay, another leap forward in time. We're in the immediate post-war era now, 1946. Osaka is starving. Really desperate times.
Yeah, the Suramachi riverbank became the biggest black market in the whole Kansai region. People doing whatever they could to survive.
A real picture of hardship.
Yeah.
But then something unexpected happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
A U.S. military truck overturns, and it spills its cargo, dozens of huge pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Giant pumpkins. And amidst the chaos of people scrambling for food, this farmer, Fujita Shigeru, he doesn't just grab a pumpkin, he grabs some seeds. And he notices this code on the pumpkins. USA 7.
US Omega 7. What did that mean?
Fujita was clever. He figured A, the omega symbol, meant resistance, probably drought resistance, and 7 suggested a neutral pH level.
So he deduced how to grow them.
Basically, yeah. He realized they might grow even in the poor, alkaline soil of the bombed-out ruins. He mixed bone ash, fertilizer, lime from the rubble, and grew a massive 38-kilo pumpkin.
A 38-kilo miracle pumpkin.
Pretty much. He called it the miracle pumpkin and shared it with his neighbors. It became this huge symbol of hope and recovery.
That's an amazing story of resilience. And wasn't there something about a thief?
Yeah, incredible detail. Someone stole one of the pumpkins, but later they returned an equal weight of coarse rice with a letter.
A letter.
A letter of repentance. Calling the pumpkin life-saving grace, repaid tenfold, shows you how much it meant to people.
Just incredible. Can people still connect with this story?
They can. Every October, Suramachi Shopping Street holds a pumpkin festival. You can try golden pumpkin steamed buns. There's even a pumpkin cipher monument where you can try to decipher the code, touch the esamoons, and unlock a symbolic seed vault.
Fun.
Yeah, and taste 7-grain pumpkin steamed buns, inspired by post-war diets. You can even turn a bronze pumpkin lock to reveal a replica of that repentance letter. A song from the earth. The laborer's poem, and Chitaijiso.
Okay, our last story takes us underground. 1955. They're building Japan's first public subway line, today's Chuo Line, right under Joto Ward.
And during the digging near Fuke Bridge Station, they make a startling discovery. Piles and piles of white bones.
Bones? From what?
Turns out it was an old pauper's cemetery. Unmarked graves from the Meiji era.
Oh, wow. What did the workers do?
They showed incredible respect. They carefully gathered the remains, interred them properly, and then they carved 1,000 stone Jizo statues.
1,000 for the soul.
Exactly, for the Chitai Jizo Hall. And maybe coincidence, maybe not, but after they did this, there were no more accidents during the tunnel construction. None at all.
That's quite something, a real sense of respect for the past. And there was a specific story about one person, Isa.
Yes. They found a diary belonging to one set of remains, a Meiji-era female worker named Isa. In her diary, she'd written this wish, that her body could somehow become part of a retaining wall to protect future tunnels, future people.
That's incredibly poignant.
Isn't it? So the workers, deeply moved, mixed some of her ashes into the concrete for one section of the tunnel wall, and they carved the 1,001st Jizo right onto that wall. It's known as Isa's barrier, and remarkably, that section of the wall has never leaked, not in decades.
Never leaked.
Ugh.
Wow. And didn't the workers have a song?
They did, the subway Ando. They'd sing it marching to the site every day. Hammering through the darkness, wind blows from underground. It's this really powerful song about their work. It was even recorded.
Can you still hear it?
You can. It plays in the Osaka City Transportation Bureau Museum, and at Chitai Jizo Hall, you can light special hammer-shaped incense.
Hammer-shaped? Nice touch.
Yeah, the smoke curls up like chisel marks.
Hey.
And listen to the Ando mixed with real hammering sounds. Then, at Fukai Bridge Station itself, find the Isa's barrier observation window. Warm your hand on the glass, and the face of the Jizo appears. A very moving way to connect.
Living history.
So all these incredible stories, they're threads in this much larger tapestry, right? The whole evolution of Joto Ward.
Exactly. It started as this challenging, waterlogged land shaped by floods and human effort. Then came industrialization. Late 19th, early 20th century, the railways arrive. Jodo Line, Keihan Electric Railway. That brings people, sparks urbanization, big changes.
And even after World War II, which must have been devastating.
It bounced back incredibly quickly. Post-war recovery, land readjustment projects, the industrial areas along the Naya and Joto Rivers kept going.
So it's always been adapting, changing.
Constantly. More recently, you've got new subway lines, big roads, improving connections.
Right.
A lot of the old canals were filled in for roads, parks. But there's also been this nice effort to revitalize waterways, like the Jonan River, turn them into recreational spaces.
And the factories, the city of fire.
Many of those sites are now high-rise apartments. It's become a really desirable place to live. Still evolving.
It really feels like a slice of Osaka's whole history. Resilience, innovation, change, all packed into one ward. Outro. Wow, what an incredible deep dive that was. Joto Ward, huh? So much more than meets the eye.
Absolutely. From Edo river workers to post-war pumpkins and subway ghosts, these stories make the history feel so alive.
Yeah, it's not just dates and facts. It's human stories, ingenuity.
And the best part is, like we said, you can actually go and touch, taste, hear these histories. These hidden gems are there to be found.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Every place has these layers if you just dig a little deeper.
Exactly. Every street corner could have a story.
So what stands out most to you listening? Was it the sheer determination against the floods? The way history leaves physical marks like on that Watergate stone or Asa's barrier? Maybe next time you're exploring somewhere new, you'll look for its own snake basket methods or miracle pumpkins.
Yeah, find those hidden narratives.
Oh, and here's a fun little tip from the sources. Look out for the Onigawara, those blue demon roof tiles.
Ah, yes.
Apparently, some say if you snap a photo of one on your phone, a historical figure might just pop up on your screen. Imagine getting a selfie with Yoshino Saki.
Worth a try, right? It really poses the question, though. What other amazing stories are just waiting to be uncovered in the places we walk past every single day?
Definitely something to think about. That's a wrap on this deep dive. Until next time, keep digging for those nuggets of knowledge.